achieved so much as a player and a coach already, but this is your debut as a Champions League manager. Can you sum up how you feel?
Well, proud and excited, I would say. It's been a long time for the club since we haven't been in the competition, and obviously it's the first time for me as a manager as well, so really looking forward to it.
Do you sense that's the case all around this training ground, because it has been a relatively long time for a night like this to come again?
Yes, and we've been chasing it and fighting for it, and now we've got it. And now we have to make the most out of it, and it starts at home. And I'm sure all our supporters are going to be really excited about it, and it's to manage that and as well to enjoy the challenge.
I know Gabriel Martinelli at training that I saw today. How is he?
Yeah, he felt something in his hamstring, and we need to do some further tests to assess if there is any big damage or not. But yeah, he will be out for tomorrow's game, that's for sure.
With the North London derby coming up, fast.
Yeah.
Is he likely to be available for that?
It's a possibility. We don't know yet. As I said, we need some more tests and then see what happens.
If I was to ask you who was going to start up front or in midfield or in defence, you wouldn't tell me. I asked you who's going to start in goal. Will you tell me?
Same answer.
Okay, Bradley from
Thank you.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Hope you're well. When you see the other groups that some of the other English sides face, maybe Newcastle, are you confident with this Arsenal side that you can progress from this group?
Well, that's what we want to do, but this is football, and tomorrow we're going to play against a really good team that they haven't lost a game, and they have won the majority of the game, and they are used to winning like every other team that is in the Champions League, and it will be a really tough test, I'm sure about that.
This is quite a relatively young Arsenal squad, and for most of them it will be their first experience of playing in the Champions League. But to have people like Jorginho, Havertz have won it before, and the likes of Partey and Zinchenko and Jesus, how important is their experience going to be in these opening games?
It's great to have that mixture and the excitement that created to play for the first time. I sense it. There are players that they played for many years. Some of them they won it, as you said, and it's just mixing that experience and as well desire to make your debuts in the right way to perform at the highest level.
In terms of the goalkeeping situation as well, are you surprised by the reaction and the split opinion that your comments have received when Roberto De Zerbi has been doing the same thing at Brighton this season?
No, because I respect opinions as well, and I understand the questions, and I understand historically what happened, and but for me there is nothing different. We've been doing it for many years. So when Ben was here, we brought Aaron, and I don't see any differences. But it's my job. I have to answer the questions in the best possible way, in the most honest way, and as a manager, my job is to do what I feel, and what I feel that always is the best for the team and for the club, not for Mikel, that's for sure.
And lastly, the atmosphere at the Emirates this season has surely got to be the best in the Premier League.
Yeah.
How important are the fans going to be, and what sort of role are they going to have to play in these group games?
We will see tomorrow night, but I'm sure it will be incredible atmosphere. It will create a special night. I played a few of them with the club, and I have beautiful memories about them, so waiting for it.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Eric from TV2 Norway.
Yeah, from TV2 Norway. And finally back in the Champions League, can you try to describe the role that Martin Ødegaard has had in this rebuilding process of this club?
Well, he's our captain, a really important player for us, and a player that has developed, evolved, and been in this journey with us together now for a few years. He's been instrumental in everything that we've done, starting for building the culture that we wanted, recruiting the profile and the players with the right specificity to play the way we want to play, and obviously the level that he has performed at in a really consistent way, I think.
Ibrahim from BN.
Mohamed Nini, the only player remained in the last Champions League campaign. He's back to the training today.
He's still young though. He's in a good place. Obviously, it's been a while, and it's been a very significant injury. But I think he's in the last stages of that rehab process. He's been training now for almost 2 weeks with the team, and he's in a good place. And it's always great to have him around.
The experience of the player. You have some players won the Champions League, like Havertz. Some of them played before, but most of them for the first time would be played. Like, do you think this will be confused for them, or maybe?
I hope no, and we have to treat it like any other game, you know. And we are used to playing top opposition every week in the Premier League, and tomorrow again, we're gonna have a top side fighting against us. And the good thing that we experience that every 3 or 4 days in the Premier League, so it couldn't be any different tomorrow.
Okay, Mark from PA.
Hi.
Just back on the goalkeeper situation. What kind of response have you seen from Aaron since he was dropped again?
Honestly, I don't want to talk about the response of every single player in the squad, whether they play or not. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, Jordan from The Athletic.
Detail. Fabio sitting into midfield at Goodison at the weekend after some strong substitute appearances. He looks like a much more confident player the last few weeks. Can you just talk about why we're seeing that now?
That was my fault. I said many times, you know, that I haven't played him enough, and he hadn't had enough room in the team, maybe with the competition that we play, to participate more. But we see every day the talent that he's got and what he can bring to the team, and I was really happy with the performance at the weekend.
Is that something that you need to now juggle, the Premier League and the Champions League? You spoke about trying to attack all the competitions, but how do you keep players happy and also keep them, you know, give them consistency?
Players to be happy, they have to play, and they have to feel important, they have to feel valued, and they have to feel that that we trust them. Is the only way to do it, and I will try to do that in the best possible way, maximizing them to get the best possible performance. That's it.
Okay, James from ESPN.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
You talked before about the frustration you felt of having to watch this competition, you know, on the TV from the sidelines. Can you tell us about, are there any particular moments from last season or the year before that you watched it and thought, I really wish we were part of it?
Every time that I watch it and we weren't there, I felt it. And I think you put pressure on yourself. You know, this club has to be in Champions League, and when I have the job that I had, I feel extremely responsible to try to bring the club to the biggest stages, to the biggest tournament, and then be fighting for them. And it was a process, but we are here, and now we have to make the most out of it.
You obviously missed out on it a couple of years ago, right near the end of the
Yeah.
season. How much of that sort of journey from there to now moving forward?
Well, I think it's a learning process always. You know, when you don't achieve what you always have in your hands, you have to take some learnings and some lessons from it. I think we did, and we got better as a team, and we did the right things as well to improve the squad, and now we are here, and I think we fully deserve to be here.
Okay, last couple in the live section. Tom from Football London.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Of course, under your tenure at Arsenal, there's been the record against Villarreal, Olympiacos, and Sporting games, which Arsenal are obviously favourites in. Do you feel like you've got something to prove in Europe now this season?
Well, every day you have something to prove. At elite sport, that's the thing. Then tomorrow you have to prove. I have to prove that we have prepared the best possible way, you know, and we are giving the players the best possible chance to play as good as we possibly can to win the game. That's the reality in the sport.
And it was interesting listening to your thoughts after the game against Everton about the goalkeeper situation. I'm curious to know, what stylistic differences do you see between Ramsdale and Raya that would make you choose one over the other in a different game?
It's something that I'm not going to get into it. I don't speak about how different Eddie is to Martinelli, or to Reece Nelson, or to whoever. Every player has a different personality, different characteristics.
Okay, finally in the last session, we're going to Rodrigo from Paramount Central America.
Hola, Mikel. Again.
Hola.
On PSV, just finally, I just wonder if you know the Mexican player Chucky Lozano. Where are you from? If he is dangerous, Chucky Lozano from Mexico.
Yeah, every player is dangerous at this level, and tomorrow we'll have a lot of things that we have to control. But I think the main thing is that we focus on ourselves and we play at the level that we have to play to earn the right to win the game.